Hey guys, so I'm dating Tatij. I look a little crazy. Oh, we'll give the backstory. So this is a channel for storytelling. It will make sense if you just subscribe, because if you only hear one video, you're just getting a small piece of my story and it may not make sense. So if you subscribe, then you'll get the whole story. But even if you don't leave me in comments, because if you're only getting one piece of the story, it may not make sense. Now I am wanting to kind of pivot my channel to, well, this is a channel for storytelling, so I can only tell a story of my life, but I want to really keep my personal brand in mind, and I just want to make sure that I'm not saying anything that maybe I would be embarrassed of later. But at the same time, like, sometimes in life we're going to embarrass ourselves, we're going to be a little cringe, and like, that's just life goes on. But I have a message for the girls. There may be some men watching, but this is specifically for the girls. Listen, okay, and I feel like the fact that I look a little crazy like this is perfect for the message. So listen, I too was getting all the like divine femininity algorithm stuff on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, everywhere. Like, they were bombarding me with like the divine femininity stuff. We're talking about like being soft and being submissive and all those things. And I am a feminine woman at heart, and so I kind of resonated with that stuff. But let me tell you, I've been on my dating journey for 2 years. That's my story. Dated kind of a lot of men, casually. I'm also on my journey of abstinence. I'm a Christian woman, but I'm dating around blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you what works for me. Being demanding, like being soft and letting a man lead. Honestly, that's what I've been trying to do for 2 years. It goes nowhere. I just decided to stop doing that, and I feel like everything is so much better and the men respect me more and I get what I want. Like, I just tell them, like, listen, it's gonna be this or this. This is what I want. This is what I like. This is how it's gonna be. And then they just fall in line. Like, even a big, strong alpha man, like, I feel that women lead in the realm of relationships. I mean, obviously, don't be chasing a man who doesn't like you, and don't be trying to like force someone into a relationship with you, obviously. But I feel like you should be a little demanding. Like, if you know your standards and you know what you want, like, it's this or nothing. Like, it's not, oh, let's just see where this goes, like all of that stuff. No. And then even like, they say in the divine feminine space, you should look amazing every day. You never know who you're going to meet, and always look your best, and blah, 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 blah. But in the law of attraction, they talk about like acting as if. And it's like, okay, how would the richest version of yourself now, if you already were like a billionaire's daughter, you had everything you've ever wanted, you never have to worry about money, you only have to work if you want to, all you have to do is chase your passion, would you really be dressing to the nines every day in case you meet somebody? I probably wouldn't. I mean, some days I would, because I love doing that. I love getting dressed up. I love going to places. I love going to galas, blah, 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 blah. Honestly, I might not even do my own hair and makeup. I might just always get it done. And I'm not going to have someone live with me and come over every day and do it. And so most likely, that's only going to be on like the weekends or whenever I go to events. On the day-to-day, I'm probably gonna look like this. Like, why would I not? Like, I don't have to prove anything to anybody. I don't have anyone to impress. I just saw the Beyonce movie the other day, and this is how she dresses. This is how she dresses on the day-to-day. And then when it's time for her to do a show, she's dressed to the nines. When it's time to go to an event, she's dressed to the nines. But just on a day-to-day, like, who's she dressing up for? Her kids? Her husband? Like, who? Like, it doesn't make sense. And so this is the look. And listen, I think the men were looking at me at the grocery store. Like, you don't have to do like this whole cartoon performance thing just to impress somebody. Like, most people aren't even impressed by that. Honestly, like, I feel like I get the sweetest compliments when I look like this. People will be like, oh, yours are so naturally beautiful. Oh my God, your skin is glowing. You're so radiant, blah, 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 like stuff like that. Versus when I like dress all up, they'll be like, oh, like you didn't have to get all dialed up for me. Or they'll be like, oh, like what has you all dressed up? Like, they say stuff like that, which is fine. Like, I'll take that too. But those compliments are not, they don't really hit the same. So there's that on the dressing up. There's the being demanding in relationships. Like, I don't see the problem. I'm kind of a dominant girly, or I'm kind of a dominant girly. I'm a little bit bossy. I'm a little bit selfish. And I can be a little aggressive. Like, I mean, like, not like aggressive, like physically, like that would be weird. But like, I don't really know any other way to communicate except for just like very direct, like, and that's how I am with my family. And so if I'm looking for a partner to spend my life with, like, I feel like I should be myself. And I know the girls are like, oh, you have to be your best self. You can't just expect someone to like take you as you are. And that's true. Like, you should be your best self, because you shouldn't even accept you as you are. You should always be growing. So like, duh, I do that. But as far as just like my communication style and the way that I am, I want to be able to do that. Like, I want to be able to do that. And honestly, I know marriages where the woman's a stay-at-home wife. I know marriages where the woman works. I know marriages where I think the woman pays some bills. I know some marriages where the woman works and still doesn't pay any bills. Like, I know all kinds of different marriages, right? I don't know any marriages where the woman always uses like the soft, sweet baby voice with her man. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. Like, he's gonna see you when you're giving birth and you're screaming and you're in pain, and he's gonna help you go to the bathroom when you have to wear that diaper thing, and like, you know, like, there's so many things. He's gonna see you when your kids are stressing you out and you just absolutely lose it and you're like, shut up! You know what I mean? Like, he's gonna see all that. So I think it's unrealistic to be like, oh, I'm just gonna always talk to my man in a soft, sweet baby voice. Like, no, you're not. You're not gonna do that. So, and my mom taught me, never start doing in a relationship what you are not going to keep doing. You know what I mean? Like, if you are not someone who cooks a meal 7 days a week, if you're someone who like cooks maybe 2 or 3 days a week and then you eat leftovers, that's fine. Don't start cooking for that man every day, because it's only going to lead to disappointment. Don't do anything that you're not going to keep doing. Don't start doing all these circus tricks in the bedroom, blah, 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 if you're not going to keep doing that. And then be realistic. Like, okay, you're not going to keep doing that ever, because eventually you're going to have kids. Eventually you're going to be tired. Eventually you're going to have hip pain and stuff. Like, you're not going to always be doing that crazy stuff. Like, just don't even get into that weird stuff. If a man, this is getting weird now. This is getting a little weird. I've never had this experience, but so I'm thinking hypothetically, maybe this never even happens. Maybe I've watched too many like TikTok videos, and so I'm like, you know, what's it called? Like, I don't know. I've been like, when you're not pure, like, maybe I'm impure because I've seen too much online. Like, if a man has those like weird kinks that they talk about on podcasts, or like any weird kinks, like anything other than straight up vanilla, if he's into any of that stuff, I feel like you should run. I think you should run, because I just don't trust anyone who's always like wanting to go like next level of like intensity. Like, you're scaring me, obviously. I'm thinking that David Goggins guy, I know you're not supposed to like mention people's name, but I bet he's weird. I think he's divorced. I just know that he has like some weird stuff that he's into, because he just seems like such like an extreme personality. Me personally, I like a very type A, boring, regular, vanilla kind of guy. Like, I don't need excitement in a relationship. I don't. Like, the most exciting thing I want to do is like go to the mall and get everything I try on, or like wear some like shoes that are super duper tall and kind of risky, and then I go out and don't know if I'm gonna roll my ankle. That's the kind of adventure I like. There's other, you know, just like little stuff, but nothing too crazy. That's what I'm thinking. This is just a short little video. I love you guys. Please don't put too much pressure on yourself to look like some sort of Barbie doll every single day, 24/7. I feel like it's not realistic. Please don't put too much pressure on yourself to be some sort of like feminine goddess all the time in relationships and let a man lead a relationship. Like, I don't even know what that means. Like, we're not letting men lead relationships. Happy wife, happy life. Tell that man what you want and be demanding. Like, it's this or nothing. You think I'm playing with you? I'm not. And I'll say something like that to a man. Like, I'm not playing with you. Have a beautiful day. Be blessed. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.